Let's be real. So much of our life happens online these days. Our money, our photos, our conversations. But what's protecting all that stuff? A single password? Today, we're going to pull back the curtain on the one tool that's like a digital bodyguard for your entire online world.
We type in passwords every single day, right? It's just muscle memory at this point. But we need to stop and ask a really important question. Is that one little password, maybe one you've been using for years, actually enough to keep you safe online?
You know, the simple truth is, a password all by itself is a pretty weak shield. I mean, think about it. So many of them are easy to guess, hello, password 123. And even the strong ones get stolen all the time in those massive data breaches we're constantly hearing about. And since so many of us, let's be honest, reuse passwords, one little breach can be like handing a thief the master key to your entire digital life. The system is definitely flawed.
But what if there was a simple, and I mean incredibly powerful fix for this whole password problem? Well, there is. It's time to meet the hero of our story, this extra layer of security that basically acts as a digital bouncer for your accounts.
And that hero is multi-factor authentication, or MFA for short. At its heart, it's exactly what it sounds like. It's just a way to verify your identity that adds an extra step, an extra layer, on top of your normal username and password. It's your second line of defense.
So here's the key idea. MFA's entire job is to make it much more certain that you are actually you before letting you in. Think of it like a bouncer at a club who asks to see your ID after you've already given the secret password at the door. It's that extra check that proves you didn't just steal the password.
Okay, so how does this thing actually work? Well, it all boils down to combining different kinds of proof, or what we call factors. And these factors fall into three really simple categories: something you know, something you have, and something you are.
All right, first up, we have the knowledge factor. This is the classic one, the one we're all super familiar with. It's a piece of secret information that, in theory, only you should know. We're talking about your password, a PIN number, or maybe the answer to a security question like your mom's maiden name.
Then there's the possession factor. This one is all about proving you have a specific physical object. The most common one, of course, is your smartphone. You know, when you get that text with a 6-digit code, or you use an authenticator app, that's it. It could also be a little USB security key or a key fob.
And last but not least, we have inherence. Now, this factor is the most personal, because it's about something you inherently are. It's based on your unique biological traits, what the pros call biometrics. Think about using your fingerprint to unlock your phone, or doing a quick facial scan to log into your banking app.
Now here's the thing, not all of these factors are created equal. A password, something you know, actually offers pretty low security. It can be guessed, it can be stolen. A phone, something you have, is better, that's medium security, but you could lose your phone. But your fingerprint, your face, that's something you are. That is uniquely you, offering the highest level of security by a long shot.
So at this point, you might be thinking, okay, this sounds like an extra hassle. Why should I even bother with it? And that is a totally fair question. The answer is that the benefits are huge, not just for the big companies trying to protect data, but actually for you.
And this is where it gets really interesting, because MFA isn't just about adding more locks. Of course, it helps organizations keep our data safe and meet all those privacy rules, but for us, for you and me, it can actually make life easier. Think about it. Fewer of those frustrating account-locked messages, way less time wasted on annoying password resets, and an overall login experience that just feels smoother and safer. It's a total win-win.
And if you're still wondering just how big a deal this is, get this. The vast majority of security breaches are caused by problems with credentials, usernames and passwords. That one fact says it all. This isn't just about being a little bit safer. It's about fixing the #1 vulnerability in our digital lives. So MFA is a massive step in the right direction. But you know how it is with technology. It never, ever stands still. The whole evolution of security is about becoming both stronger and more convenient at the very same time. So what's coming up next? You can really see the evolution laid out here. We started in the past with just a simple username and password. Right now, we're living in the present, the era of MFA. But the future is moving towards something even smarter. Systems that adapt on the fly, and maybe, just maybe, a world where we don't have passwords at all. So what does this future actually feel like? Well, imagine this. You open your banking app at home, on your usual Wi-Fi, and it just lets you in. No password needed. But then, you try to log in from a cafe in another country,
and this time it asks for a quick fingerprint scan. That's adaptive MFA. It uses AI to learn your normal behavior and spots anything suspicious. The ultimate goal here? To finally get rid of passwords completely, using things like biometrics to make logging in as easy as just looking at your phone.
And that leaves us with one last, kind of fascinating question to think about. What if your next password wasn't a password at all? That's the future we're building, one that's not just more secure, but believe it or not,